Hey, welcome back to my channel. I am here to do a general reading for Leo for the second week of February. And I hope you all had a great week. I hope you're continuing to have great weeks. I'm going to do a general reading. So again, please take what resonates and toss what doesn't. Also, energies may be reversed. Please remember that time is fluid and gender is neutral. So we are going to find out what's going on with Leo. Please, Spirit, let us know what we have going on with Leo right now. All right, we are going to do a past, present, future spread here with Leo, and this may be, again, time is fluid, so it could be the first week is still kind of carrying over into the second or so forth. So we're going to lay these out here, and we'll certainly get some clarifiers going forward, but let's get started. Alrighty, so we start with the Three of Swords, which means you may be coming out of some pain, heartbreak. Something has been not kind of copacetic with you right now, but we'll kind of get into that a little bit more. But I do see that you do have the Six of Cups there, and so there is some hope, some positive coming out of that, and that may be a new relationship forming. It may be that you had a heartbreak recently in the past, you've healed from that or are healing from that, and you are getting in touch with some new person that's actually maybe old, a new old person, because typically when I see this card, you know, you see young people, possibly somebody from your past or somebody that you've known for a while, or it could be somebody that you haven't seen in a while, but you maybe liked at one time or knew from your childhood, your past, a previous job, something of that nature could be coming back on the scene. But I do see here that there is a relationship there that does have a positive side to it. So that is definitely good news coming from this Three of Swords. Moving into the future for you here, Leo, we do have the Sun card in reverse. I don't see that as being anything super negative though. It just is more like kind of like a darkening. And I feel like that's just kind of where the way I'm feeling that for you is kind of like you need to kind of just take a step and relax, rest, kind of mentally heal. You know, typically you're reaching for the sun, you want to get out, you want to do a lot of things, you want to try to motivate forward, grasp everything, grab at it, you know, get that lion energy pumped up and moving. But I think this is saying, you know, maybe put the shades down for a minute and just kind of reflect and relax. And you know, the card to go with it here is your Four of Swords, and that's a card of rest and relaxation and reflection. And so I think that's exactly what it's saying here. It's saying, you know, don't go into anything too aggressively right now. Kind of just take it easy. You know, and if this is something where you've come out of a heartbreak and you have been introduced to this wonderful relationship opportunity, and you know you've been down and out and you're vulnerable, and you know, so your first instinct is to grab onto that. You know, take it easy, just kind of write it out. It could be the most perfect thing in the world for you right now, but you know, don't be overzealous is all. So, and then going forward, we've got the Eight of Cups. So, you know, you're just being careful. You've stacked your cups, keep them stacked, keep them together, keep them in a row. You know, move forward slowly. You could be going somewhere, you could be moving forward, but you know, you want to do it with caution. So again, I think that kind of goes along with everything here. Don't be overzealous. You know, I know a lot of times the thing for us to do when we come out of a heartbreak or we come out of a time where we're presented with something exciting or something new, and we've been kind of in the doldrums or just gone through some crap, you know, the first thing we want to do is just latch onto that so fast and so hard, but that's not always the best thing. The rebound is not always the best option, and I know you know that. So let's just take it easy. Let's, you know, get out, see our opportunities, keep all of our ducks in a row or cups in a stack, you know, and just be calm, relax. And then we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. And again, I just think that's saying, let's just not put all of our energy. I mean, the Queen of Cups is a very powerful card, but let's just kind of keep some of that power inside to ourselves, hold it down, and just, relax. We don't want to just go, haywire because, we're so overwhelmed, overzealous, overexcited, because it can get us into some trouble again, and it could lead to another heartbreak, and we don't want that. So can we get some clarifiers, please, Spirit, on this Six of Cups over here? Who might we be looking at here in this Six of Cups, or this Three of Swords? What's going on here, please, Spirit, for our lovely Leos? Can we get some information on that, please, Spirit? Clarifier, please. And we've got the Tower card. So I think, again, here, it's just something, this is leading back to this Three of Swords, where we just, something has brought you down. It's brought your tower down. Somebody's broken your heart. You've had a split. You've had a breakup. You've gone through a divorce. You've had something particularly hard on you, on your soul, on your spirit. It's weighted on you. It's really been a hard go, and it's brought the tower down for you. But fear not. I feel like you're going to find somebody who's going to be your helper here with the Six of Cups. They're going to be the person to kind of bring you out of it. It could be an old friend. It doesn't have to be a relationship necessarily, as meaning romantic relationship. It could be just an old friend that comes around and you can trust in them to help you, to guide you, to help build you back. A friend that you can just really find your common ground on, and just feel like, you can trust, to rely in, vent to, whine to, go out, girls' night out or guys' night out or whatever with, to kind of help get you through this. But ultimately, the tower's going to have to come down to get over this. This is like a healing, a stoppage of this pain, this relationship, this suffering. You have to put it behind you. And this is where you got to make your clean break and get it all behind you. And then again, like I said, there's shade. The sun is, we want to close this chapter. We want to put the shades down on this chapter. That's why the sun, I feel, is in reverse. And you have your resting phase. And again, that's a healing phase right there. I think that's where, your towers come down. You've been through something that was upsetting, and your tower's coming down, but you have someone here in your Six of Cups rather, that's there for you, whether it be a new relationship, person type, romantic situation, or whether it's a really good friend, from your past, something like that, a family member that you can count on, that you've known since you were little, cousin, something of that nature, that you can really count on for you to help get you through this time. But don't do anything rash at this point. You've already had this upset here. So now it's time to kind of get yourself back on track. So let's get some clarifiers on that as well. Can we get some clarifiers on this Sun in reverse and this Four of Swords, please, Spirit, for our lovely Leos, please? The Sun in reverse and this Four of Swords, please. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got the Four of Cups, but it's in reverse. And the Four of Cups in reverse tells me that you're willing to accept now. It's not a situation where, you're kind of standoffish. It's the opposite. You're willing to accept. So you've accepted the things that have happened here, and you're accepting the help from this Six of Cups, and you're accepting this either new relationship. Cautiously, you're accepting it. But you're accepting it, or you're accepting the help from your friend or family member or trusted confidant. You are accepting it cautiously, but you're accepting it. And that's the best way to move forward, is to move forward cautiously. You're receiving. So that's what you need to do. This person's going to be coming into your life. And again, I do personally feel like this is a person from your past. Could be a childhood friend, family member. It could be someone that you had a relationship with in the past, like an ex. It could be someone you wanted a relationship with in the past, and they're coming back in that kind of capacity, a love capacity, and you're willing to accept it, or you're just willing to accept help, in getting through this and healing from someone in your friends or family repertoire there. So let's get some more clarification on that, please. Some more clarification. Replication. Good gracious. clarification on this Four of Cups in reverse, please, Spirit, for our lovely Leos. What can you tell us about that? So it's the Three of Wands. So we have, again, you're cautiously moving forward. You are tentative at best, but you are trying to, establish your footing. You are trying to get back on your feet a little bit there. You're not at the Four of Wands yet. I don't know if I said Pentacles or Wands, I apologize, but it's the Three of Wands. The Four of Wands yet, where you're on stable footing and ground, but you're not still deciding what you need to do. You have a direction in mind. You have a clear idea that you need to move forward, that that this had to be severed, that this, you're willing to accept now where you're headed. It's just a matter of making it happen at this point for you. So you know what you need to do, and you're there. You have a trusted confidant, it looks like, with the Six of Cups, and you are accepting that. So you are kind of letting that guard down, and I think that you were guarded over here. You were guarded enough that it from your tower coming down, and who wouldn't be? You were brokenhearted, you had to tear down your tower. That's going to make any human being guarded. And that's why you kind of went into your shell. You kind of went into a place where the sun's dark, you're shutting your shades down, you're shutting down the light, you're shutting everything out. You're feeling in a place of a dark space. You're guarded essentially, but you start receiving, this help, this person. And then now you kind of know that you need to move forward. You know that you need to accept these relationships and kind of go forward, take on new tasks, take on new things, and enjoy moving in that direction. So, and I think that you do. Here you have the Eight of Cups, and it's a cautious movement forward, but it is a movement forward, and it is, you're traveling, maybe you're going somewhere, maybe you need a break, and you and your friend here decide, we need a girls' weekend or a guys' weekend. We need a trip. We need something to take our mind off this. You may very well be doing that, a literal movement, or it may be something where you're moving forward with a relationship, but you're doing it so cautiously that you're like, I'm going to leave these cups stacked here while I kind of go and just do my thing. And then I'll see if they're still there when I come back, because I'm so guarded and I don't trust. I want to make sure that this person's genuine. I want to make sure that if this is a relationship person that I have, emotional or relationship type ties to, that they're genuine and that's real. And I think that it's not a bad idea to do that. And your Six of Cups energy is just telling me it's in reverse, and it's just saying that you have the energy inside you. You're just not ready to expel all of that yet. You're not ready to reach out and take control of a situation. You're not willing to reach out and commit to any relationships fully yet, or take charge of your social circle, or get back out there on the horse as it may be, and do all of those kinds of things yet. You're just not there yet. But you're working that way. You are certainly working that way, Leo. So whatever it was, you are moving right on through it, and you're doing it in a healthy way. You're doing it in a way where you're being cautious, but you are accepting of help and things from someone that you feel you trust. And then you are being very cautious in making sure that the people around you that you are trusting are the kind that will be there when you come back. If you leave, if you need them, you can come back to them. You can fall back on them. They're not like this person who ever stabbed you in the back here, broke your heart, your soul, your, what have you. They're not going to do that to you. So you're being cautious and careful, and that's not easy for you. That's not an easy thing, but you're doing it. So that's wonderful. Can we get some more clarification on the future here for Leo? Whoop, we've got a jumper. So we've got the Ace of Swords here. And the Ace of Swords tells me that you're making a breakthrough. That's the breakthrough that you've been looking for. That's where you start taking control. You're taking that Ace of Swords energy, that power, and you're saying, okay, I'm starting to get ready. I'm starting to feel myself again. I'm starting to actually feel like I can do this, okay? I'm starting to build trust back in this person, whether it's the relationship person or a friend person. Maybe these are two different people. Maybe your Six of Cups here and your Four of Cups are two different people. Maybe this Six of Cups is someone that you're interested in a romantic way, but your Four of Cups is a family member, a trusted friend that you have been able to rely on for, trusted advice. And this one is the person that you are looking to pursue, but you're being tentative about both. But now you're ready to change that. You've been mulling it all over, cautiously taking it in, and now you've got that Ace of Swords energy. You're ready to break through into yourself again. You have made it through, and you are really ready to take charge, commit to things, be stronger than you were before, be more in control than you were before. And this is excellent news for you, Leo, because this puts you back into your comfort zone, rather, where you like to be, a little bit more in charge of your own domain. So can we get some more clarification on the Ace of Swords, please, for our lovely Leos? Some more clarification on the Ace of Swords for our lovely Leos, please. And we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So I think with this, it's just saying, we have the Queen of Pentacles energy. It's in reverse. And to me, all that's saying is really and truly that, be careful with your funds, because the Queen of Pentacles is someone who has the ability to control finances, control job opportunities, they're sound, they're rock solid, they're steady. And while you have the ability to break through all these things, it's kind of just a reminder to you, Leo. It's reminding you, hey, just because all of a sudden you've gotten your mojo back, just because all of a sudden you are back on top of your game, you feel like your old self again, let's not go back and start getting kind of crazy again here. Let's just slow it down a little bit and be reserved, okay? Let's just reserve our energy, our queenly energy here, our strength here a little bit, if you will, and try to kind of hold back and not go crazy, because that's something too. With it being Pentacles, a lot of times, you come out of a bad breakup, for example, your first thing to do if you do go on rebounding, or once you do get your mojo back or your groove back, Stella got her groove back, once you get that, then the first thing you want to do is you want to go kind of crazy, and you might overspend, you might go a little wild. If this is an actual trip with your Eight of Cups, girls trip or something, don't go overboard. I think the Queen of Pentacles being in reverse is just a reminder. You have all this power. You're a queen, but let's slow it down and be cautious with it. That's all I'm saying here for you, Leo, because you can tend to get a little overzealous and excited when you have all your power and your fierce lion spirit, especially if you feel like you can go out there and party. So just take it easy. Can we get one last clarifier for the future on Leo here, please? One last clarifier, Spirit, for the future on Leo here, please. And we have the Five of Swords in reverse. So I think that's just telling me that all of this struggle, all the strife that you had with this tower coming down, with this breakup, even the internal struggle, the internal strife that you were having throughout, with can I trust? Can I come out of my funk? Can I believe in these people? I think it's gone. I think it's flipped. You flipped it to a place of health. You flipped it back to this Ace of Swords. This Five of Swords is usually like kind of chaotic. It's usually kind of like you're out of sorts. There's things going crazy and you're not there anymore. You're no longer in that chaos. You're no longer in that mental chaos. You're no longer in that distress. You're no longer in that. You have your Six of Cups energy, you have your Four of Cups in reverse, where you're accepting that help. So you've got people or a person that is there for you. Could be a relationship, could be a friendship, maybe one of each that you can really count on. You've gotten yourself back, you've gotten your cups in a row, if they, as it were, and you're ready to move forward and really be, out of this chaos. It's done for you. It's just behind you now. So you're ready to do what you needed to do. So this heartbreak is a thing of the past for you now, and you're back on track. You're back where you want to be. Just, we're going to pull 3 cards out of here just for some future information. Let's see what kind of future energy we can gather here. Spirit, please, some future energy here for our lovely Leos, please. Future energy, please, for our lovely Leos, Spirit. All right, let's see what we got. And we'll take these as they stand. We won't do reversals on these. So, all right. And we have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles tells me that now that you are out of the chaos, you are ready to take control. You're ready to take control of your finances, your opportunities. You're ready to take control of, at your job. Basically, once everything is back in your court, once you've broken through with your Ace of Swords, once you've got your energy back, once you've got your flow back, once you've healed, especially with the support of your friends or lovers, loved ones, relationship potential, you're back on top and you're feeling good, you're feeling strong, and everything's going to be really good for you there. Also, we have the Two of Wands, which just tells me that you're going to have choices. You're going to have choices to make. And I think anytime that you have, an Ace of Swords energy and a King of Pentacles energy, we know you're going to have choices. And you've come out of probably a bad relationship, obviously something there. And now you get to make your choice now. You get to ultimately decide what your future is going to look like, because you've healed through that. You've healed cautiously. You've learned. You know what to look for, what not to do. And so you're ultimately going to be able to make a lot of choices. And so you may have choices of jobs, you may have choices of relationships, but you're willing to receive, you're ready to receive this now. You're ready to receive these choices and make wise ones, because you've healed and you've learned. And so that's really, really good for you. And then the World card is your final card, which means, that's kind of an ending card as far as like you've come all full circle from this heartbreak. You've come full circle and you're ready to just move forward, pick and choose the path that you want, that is best for you. And you've shown restraint and you've shown what you needed to show that you've matured from this broken heart, that you've learned from this broken heart, and that you're able to basically take on the world and do whatever you need to do to get where you want, to have all of the things that you want. And that's just the most positive energy I've seen. And you've got the funds with the King of Pentacles here, and the opportunities finance-wise, job-wise, and the Ace of Swords energy there to do it. So, now that you are at probably the best point you've been in a long time, because you're out of this heartbreaking relationship, you have choices at your disposal. You have kingly energy, and you have energy of Ace of Swords to, really break through all of this. You've healed, you've learned, you're ready to move forward. I know that you're going to make the best decisions. You're going to be back on top of your game. You're going to be the version of yourself that you once were, but better. So, I'm really excited for you. It sounds like you guys are really getting to a better place than you've been in for a while, which is amazing. That's great. I'm going to pull 3 of these general advice cards. Hopefully they will resonate with you or help you some. And 3 advice cards, please, Spirit, for our lovely Leos. Alrighty, let's see what we've got for you here, just to keep in mind. And we have attracting, not chasing. And I think that's just saying you're learning. You've learned. Whatever you had at your last, there, you had that heartbreak, the tower had to come down. But again, like I said, don't jump on the first thing that is an opportunity for you. Don't rebound. You want to attract them. You don't want to chase anything, because that's not going to be good for you. It just won't end out well. And you know that. I'm sure you know that. Obviously, you get that you get to the end there of ultimate, you know, world domination. So you get what you need to get and you learn. So that's not telling you anything. It doesn't sound like you don't know. Donation, tithing, and charitable work. And I think that one thing I would just say about this is that through your heartbreak, a lot of times you learn, especially when you are getting the help from someone like you were getting from the Four of Cups there, or the Six of Cups. These were people that came in and kind of helped you heal, got you to a place that you needed to be. Just be cognizant of that and remember that. So if somebody else is needing a helping hand, remember that, you know, what it was like for you, and be that helping hand for them. And then the last one is release resentments about money. And I think, you know, it's a potential that maybe that broken heart was somebody who did you dirty over money. You know, that's very possible. A lot of breakups, a lot of divorces are based around financial issues, financial problems, and that's very possible for you. I mean, I can feel that possibly played a part in that breakup too. Maybe they did you dirty with money, and if that's the case, again, you've healed and you've learned from it, but don't ever let it drag you down. So you're going to need to release resentments about money, and I know that you do, because you're able to get to that, you know, King of Pentacles energy. You're able to get to a place where you have the money, and again, just don't be resentful about it, and remember to use that King of Pentacles energy for good, for tithing, for donations, for charitable works. So I think everything is looking amazing for you, Leo. I really feel like whatever you've gone through, you come out so much better on the other side. And I'm so happy for you on that. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I really do hope it resonated with you. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. If you have any other questions or comments, I would love to hear them. Otherwise, I will see you back hopefully a little bit later this week for maybe a love reading. Thank you for joining my channel, and I hope